virtually every corner. And yet, it represents the diversity that makes Chicago so great. Our destination? Andersonville. Within minutes of arriving at this Northside community, you know you're visiting a place where people take pride in their homes, their families, and their roots.
When I grew up, it was a great place to live. And then I think there were some times, periods when my parents still lived here, and I would have liked it if they moved. But now, the property values are way up, and it's a great place to live now.
There's a real small-town feel to this big city neighborhood known as Andersonville. Our tour guide is Joyce Dunn, a greeter for the Chicago Office of Tourism's Chicago Greeter Program. So Joyce, what makes Andersonville such a great destination?
Oh, gee, right off the track, I would say it's the multicultural aspect of the whole thing. You just walk along the streets and you see stores and shops and restaurants from every nation under the sun. That's primarily the surface of it. But when you get underneath, you really look for that Swedish element, which was the origin of this neighborhood.
The neighborhood dates back to the 1800s when immigrant Swedish farmers began moving north into what was at the time a suburb of Chicago. That rich Andersonville history is preserved at the Edgewater Historical Society and Museum. Now, Andersonville is essentially part of Edgewater, a larger community, correct?
Correct. And Andersonville is one of the communities in Edgewater, and we serve the Andersonville community.
And the heart of that community is what?
I would say the heart of the Andersonville community is Clark Street.
To walk along Clark Street is to walk down one of Chicago's most historic thoroughfares.
Clark Street began as an Indian trail, and later on it became part of Green Bay Road, which goes all the way up to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, Clark Street is a vibrant, bustling commercial district with block after block of unique shops and restaurants. Seems like there's some nice nightlife and dining around here as well.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You have a choice of multinational anything you want.
And I hear there's pretty good cinnamon rolls somewhere around here.
Oh, Swedish bakery, that's really tops. And plus, Ann Sather's that serves them. They make their own special kind.
And right next door to Ann Sather's, Nourishment for the Mind at the Swedish American Museum Center. Since 1976, this museum has been an anchor of Andersonville. Its permanent exhibit, The Dream of America, highlights the contributions of Swedes to our city.
The Swedes who came here got involved in the building industry, or the building business. After the Great Fire in 1871, which coincided with the mass immigration from Sweden.
The story of the Swedish immigration is also reflected in this exhibit on Ellis Island. There's also a children's museum, and during the holiday season, many ways to learn about Swedish holiday tradition through classes and seminars.
I think Sweden has a very special heritage with the traditions at Christmas, and we just love to share them with anybody who cares to come to our doors.
And if you're looking for a last-minute holiday gift, check out the museum's gift shop for some unique ideas. Right across the street from the museum, you'll find Simon's. So, tell us about this awesome bar.
Well, this is a very special place for the neighborhood of Andersonville. It's called Simon's Tavern. It was founded by an immigrant from Småland, Sweden named Simon Lundberg. And this is Simon in the portrait up here.
Simon Lundberg's family sold the bar in the 1990s to Scott Martin, a longtime neighborhood resident who is committed to preserving the bar's unusual and historic charm. And before it was a bar, Simon ran an underground drinking club in the basement, a speakeasy during Prohibition.
This is the NN Club. It's members only. This was the room, and there was only 4 tables down here where the guys would sit, and they had a box of whiskey bottles, and then they'd sit at 4 different tables, and that was it.
When the bar legally opened in 1934, Simon ran it, always with the people of this community in mind. It was around that time that the French ocean liner, the Normandy, was every traveler's fantasy.
There was such hoopla, and nobody, of course, in this neighborhood could afford to go on the Normandy. Simon thought he'd try to build a bar that would have the feel of one on the Normandy. So that's why you see the portholes in the back bar. and all the woodwork is rounded, curved, giving it nautical feel.
Patrons still enjoy the neighborhood bar feel at Simon's. The holiday season is a great time to stop by Simon's for a trip down memory lane. And it's a great time to visit Andersonville, where every year the holiday spirit comes alive. The best way to get here? On the CTA, of course. Here are the routes that will get you here.
Mason Clark, Ricky Gaming, Madison Foster, 84 Peterson, 36 Broadway,
So why not explore Andersonville on the CTA?